morning, everyone. Welcome to Vlogmas 2022. My name is Carrie, otherwise known as Colorado Knits, and you can find me all the places as Colorado Knits. So Instagram, Ravelry, hello@coloradoknits.net is my email, and coloradoknits.net is my website. Today is Thursday, December 15th, 2022. I'm recording from my office because this morning's been a little chaotic around here. And so thanks for joining. I'm going to be a little quick, but I haven't recorded. I lie. I'm not going to be quick. It's probably going to be like 20 minutes because I got a lot to open and talk and I knit some. I haven't recorded for 3 days. My husband had surgery on Tuesday. Not a big deal. I mean, of course, I wasn't having the surgery, so of course it's not a big deal. He's doing well. It was a follow-up procedure, removing some scar tissue. He's doing well, but it kind of messed up my Tuesday because I had a ton of work to do, and then we had to go to the surgery center. It was in the afternoon, which means we didn't get home till almost 6 o'clock. He was high as a kite, so he went to sleep, but then the dogs had been alone for half the day. It was just total chaos, and I didn't sleep Tuesday night, so I didn't record Wednesday. And then today's Thursday, so I am recording. And hopefully Penny will keep herself quiet. She decided she was going to go downstairs on her own this morning and let me know that she was downstairs alone because she barked and barked while I was trying to dry my hair. I was going to record upstairs in my knitting room, but hopefully she's asleep now and we'll just be quiet for a little bit and then we can record and I can get back to work. So let's see, it's Thursday. I have 1 week left of work. I'm recording in my office just because it was more convenient than going upstairs, coming back downstairs, doing all the things. The lighting's awful, so you're seeing me exactly, probably how I really look. My lighting in my knitting room is like phenomenal. So thanks for joining me. I'm gonna get right into gift opening and then, actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna get into knitting because some of you couldn't care less about gift opening. So knitting, I mentioned the other day I was going to make the cloud slippers, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, and I tried them and it took me 20 minutes and they were lovely. It was so easy. You use like a size 13 needle and you're using Line Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, so it's like a super bulky yarn, and I whipped up these great slippers. These are actually on a 13. No, these are on an 11. It calls for a 13. I made them on a 13. I didn't like them. It's a rectangle pattern and then you cinch it closed, and it wasn't working. No matter what I did, I didn't love the final product. And you can see pictures on Instagram and Ravelry of these that I made. Oh my gosh, great pattern, but the toe just bugged me and it just wasn't what I was looking for. So I searched and searched and searched and searched and searched for patterns. And then I finally decided, you know what? I have the perfect shorty sock pattern in the Turkish bed socks by Church Mouse Yarns and Tees. It's like a $6 download. You can get it from their website or from Ravelry. I have made so many pairs of them. I have modified them. I've knit them totally in the round. They're seamless, nothing. I've made so many changes to it, but it's still the Church Mouse pattern. So I swatched and got an idea of what I was looking for. I went down to a US 9, so very small, 5.5 millimeter needles on super bulky yarn. To give you an idea, this was an 11, which is 7 millimeters, 6.5. And it calls for a 13, the original one. So I took my gauge and I did the math. It wasn't very hard because it was exactly half. I took one of my own Turkish bed socks, not from the pattern, and looked at my gauge there, which I knit on size 0s, and figured out my gauge, and I had to go up, or my gauge dropped in half basically, and I knit a Turkish bed sock. Something I love about these socks, I just love the little seam here. These have actually been worn a lot. I wore them all day yesterday. Like, they're already like felting a little. I use Line Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, which is just super wash wool and acrylic, mostly acrylic. But here you can see one that hasn't been worn, and it's got this little seam here, and then you do, I knit in the round, then you knit around. There's a tiny hole in this one, but these are for my mom who's having dental surgery today. And then I made these while I was at the surgical center. And so the first one I did with a quick grafted toe. I've learned we're not supposed to call it the Kitchener stitch because Kitchener was a jerk and a colonialist and a native massacrer or something. But then we call it a Russian join, and I'm Russian, but the Russians are murderers, so I'm all about being PC, but you know, it is what it is. History, we can't change history, we can only learn from it. So I Kitchenered it or grafted it. Same thing. And I wasn't sure as I sat in the surgical center if I liked the toe because this little bump was bothering me. So on the second one, I decided to do a 3-needle bind off so the whole bulk was on the outside, the toe bulk, so it was very smooth on the inside. And couldn't decide which one I liked more. I don't care how they look. These are house slippers. Nobody's gonna see my toes if my husband has an issue with them, if my dog has an issue with them. So either way worked for my mom. I went a couple extra rows and then did the grafting instead of the 3-needle bind off because they look a little cuter, but I had already made myself another one and I made that one with a 3-needle, so I'll do a 3-needle. It doesn't really matter. After wearing these all day yesterday, they work great either way. The fabric is kind of bulletproof. I absolutely love it. It is so thick. A lot of slippers are made with garter, which makes them super squishy, but they're not necessarily as durable as when you're gonna do a stockinette, because I mean, there's nothing. You cannot see through that at all. And these are totally seamless. They are, until you get to the toe, totally knit in the round. Each of these takes me about an hour and a half. So last night, like I said, I made my mom a pair. The original intention was to make her a pair of the cloud slippers, but I made these instead. And I made this in a color called Raisin, and it's a deep purple with some brown, light brown and dark brown, and some purple tweedy nubs. So love those. That was 6 minutes talking about slippers. I am excited not to work on these now. I have one more I need to make for myself out of kind of marled, it's kind of like Hudson Bay colors, so it goes from like, it's not Hudson Bay, but it kind of goes from red to yellow to green to blue with a white in between, cream in between. But speaking of colonizers, but Hudson Bay people were good. I have been told by my Canadian friends that they are not the devil. So that is what I have been working on. I made negligible progress on my habitation throw. I plan to do that tonight while I sit in front of the TV and do nothing. Hopefully, last few nights, Penny has wanted me touching her. Penny is for those of you who don't know, my 12-year-old golden retriever that we adopted from my dad's best friend, who could no longer care for her, and she wants to touch me all the time. He is very funny. He lived in a penthouse and had a very nice life, and Penny was not an outdoor dog, and she had a crate and she was super well loved, but she just was not an explorer and those sorts of things. Since we've had her, he was always like, oh, she can't have a bed because she'll shred it. She's never shred a bed. She's not a dog who's gonna sit on your lap. She used to sit on Bob's lap before she started getting really old. Like, she is all the things that a golden retriever is, just loving and wonderful, and we are giving her her best life, and I adore her. So that's what I'm knitting. I am wearing, because someone might ask, this is a pavement sweater. Can't think of who it's by right now, but it's called the Pavement. I've made several of them. This is in Knit Picks, Hawthorne, Andromeda Speckle, maybe. I made it basically like a tunic, so it's extra long. And I made like a bunch of these. Some of them got moth-eaten. This is my favorite fingering weight sweater to knit. I can knit it in about a week and a half. It's just simple. It's a raglan, sleeves, straight body. You can do some shaping at the body if you want. And then I put short rows at the back. So let's get into gift opening. I'm gonna start with Jen's Study, her swappy advent that she sent me. Day 13 is an unknown Etsy dyer and is this beautiful pink and purples and dusty blue, which is interesting because here's day 12. Like, we're gonna have a big juxtaposition, which is awesome. Day 14, I have everything laid out in front of me because I have to label it still. Day 14 is Yarn and Us Yarn Company. I know them, I follow them on Instagram. I've never had their yarn. Purple, magenta-y purple and pink, and absolutely gorgeous. And then day 15, we go super light. It's an unknown indie dyer. I don't know how that varies from an Etsy dyer. And this, oh, I love this. This is it is black, gray, pink, and white. And if you know me, these colors are definitely my wheelhouse. Okay, that's Jen. We'll go to the other Jen, Jennifer Green, and her day 13, I swear these two are kind of like in cahoots. Her day 13 is a light pinkish cream with some dark purples, little bit of everything. There's even some blues in there. I have no idea if this is focusing. So that's day 13. Day 14, I still don't know what I'm going to make with this. Oh my gosh. Day 14, this is beautiful. Oh, greens and rusts and browns, and not even a rust or a green or brown person, but this yarn is absolutely gorgeous. I really have got to figure something out with this. And then day 15, Jennifer Green. Holy Peter, this is gorgeous. Oh, this feels a little thicker. It's like a very heavy fingering, and it is just gray and white, and it's or gray and sort of an off-white, but it's pretty white. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, gray. Gray is my neutral. And she conveniently put that one in a gray bag. So, as you can tell, Larry is not going to eat any of these today. Very excited to say. Okay, then we will go to Crinkle, 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 Crinkle. Always Be Kind yarn. Trying to crinkle away from y'all. This is day 13, and oh, Laura. First of all, little cute rainbow cloud stitch marker. You can't see it because there's a ribbon in the way. And this just neon-y, gorgeous yellow. Holy Peter, so pretty. Love it. Yellow, you can't really see. I mean, you can see over there, and I have a yellow chair, but I have a yellow keyboard. I have a yellow desk mat. Yellow is my happy color. Over here, I have a picture of Snoopy that is yellow. Super cute. Day 14 is orange. And we are talking orange. And a little snowflake orange. Check that out. God. It's so obnoxious and bright, and I love it. Thank you, Laura. And day 15, I do think I have to start opening some of the extra yarn she sent me, because she sent me some matchy-matchy. We're back to yellow. Oh, it's a yellow and white. Neon yellow and white. So absolutely love those. Thank you, Laura. We will go, I totally forgot the other day. If you watched the other day, I have my Burt's Bees. And so I'm going to go to the balance of those. I've been opening these every other day. And so 1, 3, 5, 7. I didn't do 9, which is door 5. Oh, I did 9. Door 5 is open. So I have to do 6 and 7 because I'm doing them every other day, which means I have to find 6 and 7. Oh, this is my favorite one. Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean. That is my favorite Burt's Bees. I will use it all the time. And door 7 is Let It Snow. So I have a feeling we had Make Magic, which was sort of a spearmint one. It occurs to me I have lip balm on right now, so pretty much guessing it's very similar. Kind of a minty, very fresh, clear. Let It Snow. So there's Burt's Bees. today is I said it's the 15th. So is that right? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. I get to open day 7. I just opened day 8. You get to see me do math. Oh, salted caramel. I might give that to my husband, though. Flavored lip balms are not his bomb, but he loves salted caramel. So, okie dokie. Let's go to Katrinkles. I think this is the last year I do a whole lot of advents. This is a lot of effort to unwrap all of these. Day 13 from Katrinkles, from Katie at Katrinkles. Oh, super cute. Oh, this could look like something else. It's a paintbrush, but might look like something else when you first glance at it. That's a little dirty. And an artist palette. It's hard to see because it's glittery, but it's an artist palette. Super cute. Her little stitch markers are so adorable. Day 14, flat. Day 14. No, it was day 14. It's a list making template. If you're a journaler, which you noticed earlier things have said journal, journal, journal. So this is like a little it's a stencil you can use if you use like Happy Planner or Erin Condren or something. If you might be somewhat of a planner addict or a notebook. Don't like the word addict. You might over purchase these things and never use them. And then, oh cute, another wooden stitch marker that says tea. It is gray out today and gross, and I think I will be living off of some tea lattes today. Finally, we will go to Slip Stitch Studios and the other Laura. Day 13 is a big one. Oh yes, it is. I say it's a big one, but this is her small, she does not tag them, but this is her small project bag. She is having a sale on them right now. She has some Advent extras. What I love about Laura, other than her great fabrics and stuff, is she always has pockets. Always has pockets in her bag. So here, it's got 2 pockets. She has quality webbed handles and a drawstring. So that's kind of, I funked that up a little in turning it the right way. But I love the penguins. My other ones, as you know, are polar bears. So again, she said not every day is going to be high dollar, but she has some very high dollar days in here. Then she has, this is funny because this one goes with she has a winter mermaid set, and this is like a winter mermaids thing, but you could use this as a key chain, but you could also attach it to any of your bags or anything. Again, quality. She uses heavy duty webbing, and she's got grosgrain ribbon printed on here, and then her cute little sheepy thing. Oh, that was day 15. I skipped. I made a mistake. This is day 14. I'm not a good gift opener like this. Oh my gosh. It's very well wrapped. Crinkle, 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 crinkle. Buttons. Oh dear. Lots of buttons. Very cute buttons. Oh my gosh. They say handmade with love wooden buttons. Now with these, yes, I could put them on a sweater, but you know, I might put them on slippers. Make some of these, but more like Mary Jane's, and put them on that way, which might be kind of cute. So this came with 5 buttons, so enough for a sweater, but could also, I could do a lot of things. You could put them on, I could put them on a hat where I put my ponytail or my pom-pom. I don't know. Just so many things. Which is funny because if you watched my podcast a couple of months ago, I was like, I'm tired of things. But then I ordered all these Advent kits that have all the things. So that's Slip Stitch Studio. Add a handle to a tote, zipper pouch, or yarn sock with a carabiner. Attach keys to keep them handy. Make your own mobile stitch kit with other supplies in the advent. So, she actually told me what that was, even though I knew. So, thanks for joining me. Tomorrow I have to go to my mother's. I'm going to drop off her slippers. I have to go set up her Brit box. She got Brit box as a Christmas gift from her best friend, and so I have to go set it up on her TV because she's not very tech savvy, and trying to walk her through it on the phone would be not fun for either of us. So I'm going to drive across town, help her out. So I'll probably record when I get back. I have no meetings tomorrow. I only have 1 week left of work this year. Very exciting. My company gives me the 23rd through January 2nd off. So I'm excited about that. I did purchase a Dean and Bean circular sock machine. Those are the 3D printed ones. And it is sitting downstairs waiting for me to learn how to use it. I have all the extra things coming. I've got my cone winder. I have more than enough yarn. So I am ready to learn about it, but work comes first. And I also want to commit the time to learning it for real. So I will also say my friend Cindy and then Laura from Always Be Kind Yarn, we all bought them about the same time. Laura knows how to use hers a little. Cindy's should be coming in the next week. So we are all going to have this learning curve together. And I am excited. I've used a knitting machine before, never a circular sock machine, but I had a sweater machine back in the 90s, early 2000s. It was a Bond sweater machine that you could get at like Michael's. So I know the principle of a knitting machine. I am hoping I can learn the circular sock machine, if only for tubes to start. Like this one does heels and toes and stuff. You can crank both ways and do things like that. But that is, for me, tubes. Like, I do not mind doing heels and toes. And since I've perfected how long my socks need to be, I'm super excited that I know exactly where to put in afterthought toes and heels. I am hoping that the cylinder I bought is good because I bought some tubes earlier this year that were 64 stitches. And that was too wide because it's a US 1.5 versus my knitting on a US 0. So I'm trying the 60. If it doesn't work, I will buy a 56 cylinder, but hoping the 60 works for me with a tight gauge. And I'm excited to learn about that. We'll see how my husband is healing this weekend. If he's not up for going out, then I will sit and work on it all weekend because there's only football bowl games, college games. Well, there's pro games too, but if he feels like going out, then we'll go out and I won't commit to it and I will work on it the following week. But I'm kind of hoping he's like, nah, I want to stay in just so I could learn how to use this. So that's what's going on here. I hope I keep banging. My desk is a moving desk, so it isn't terribly sturdy when I just plop down on it, so I apologize. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I hope you are doing well. I hope life is treating you well. Remember to knit the yarn. Don't hoard it, just knit it. It's there to be knit. Be good to one another and spread kindness like confetti because that shit gets in everything and you'll never be able to vacuum it all up. Have a great day and happy Vlogmas 2022. Bye.